Hey there, welcome back. We're going to be talking about drones. Yeah, drones and leadership. I am having to learn how to actually operate a drone. We have a family reunion coming up here next week and want to capture the memories because everybody in Trev's family is going to be here. I think it's the first time that we've all been together in a long, long time. So we want to capture all the moments and want to get up and just see everybody all at once, not crammed into a photo, but the big picture. And so it got me thinking about leadership. And as the business owner, when was the last time you went up 10,000, 20, 30,000 feet and looked at the view of your company, of the people that are inside your company, of the tasks that they do, and got this really broad understanding of your company? What is truly going on in your company so that you can look at it objectively and come to some conclusions? Maybe it's a conclusion about questions that you need to start asking, conclusion about the health of your company. You're going to be seeing things from a very, very different perspective, and it's healthy. So, what can you do today that would move you to a place of a different perspective? We can get so hung up and focused on the minutiae, on the task, on the quarter, on the KPI, all of those kinds of things. And we're just not seeing the big picture. And often one of the things that happens when it's the big picture, you get to see impacts, culture, feelings that permeate throughout your organization. Some of them are good, and some of them are not so good. But when you give yourself opportunity to actually get up out of your desk, out of your day-to-day tasks and inner workings, and look at the whole company, you're going to find that you see things. Some you can make changes right away. Others, you need to consider. And when I talk about making changes, it isn't necessarily that you found something that you consider to be less than optimum and you want to change that. But sometimes you're going to see things that are working well, and you have this inspiration to make it better, and you're going to make those changes. Something else that happens when you get up and you're looking at the broader picture is you get a better understanding about what each person is doing, and you see their role differently. And you can come up with ways to help them fill their role more effectively, really understand what they're capable of, and potentially offer them new opportunity, different opportunity for advancement. You're going to see areas of your business that are really, really fuzzy. The clarity isn't there. Clear in your mind, but it's not. It's not extrapolating to the organization. What you see is clear. Other people aren't. They're not seeing that. So it'll give you the opportunity to come up with a different way of expressing, maybe a different way of training this thing that's so clear for you and it's not for other people. It's a gift to give yourself time and opportunity to really see and think about what's going on. in your organization. For me, I've never operated a drone. I don't think I have. I've operated remote little trucks and that kind of thing. So this learning curve is going to be a little bit steep, I think. I'm not 100% sure. So when you are moving yourself to that 10, 20, 30,000 foot view of your company, it's not something that is going to be comfortable right off the get-go. It's not something that you're going to know exactly how to do it, when to do it, where to do it. It's something that you're going to have to practice. And I have a week and a bit to practice this, figuring out the drone so that I can have it functioning and doing the work that I want it to do. How often are you giving yourself time to really just sit and absorb the feelings in your company, to absorb what is happening, how it's happening? You're going to hear a lot of pauses here because that's part all of this, just stopping and thinking, stopping and observing, being okay with downtime, being okay to just simply look at your organization, at your company, to look at your customers. Who are they? What types of industries are they in? Who are we serving? Is it who we think we're serving, or is it somebody else? I know myself, I get so caught up in tasks. I'm a lister, right? So there's things that I need to accomplish. And I'm just so focused on ticking things off my list that I am not 100% present in the task that I'm doing because I am distracted by this real jolt to my being when I get to tick it off the list. It's not healthy. And I know that when I am operating this drone, I need to be focused on the drone doing the work, the capturing of the images. When you are in your high level view of your company, your job is to just be there and to absorb what you're seeing, what you're feeling. How are you going to do this? Well, you could sit with a piece of paper and you could map out your company, put your feelings down, put your thoughts down, and start to see the whole picture. You could involve yourself in meetings, not be there to participate, but just to observe. Walkabouts, if you are in a fixed setting, like a hard building, doing the walkabouts, I've always found that really, really helpful. And just observe. Don't be so head down and focused at your desk and your day-to-day things that you don't take into account everything that is going on around you. It's part of emotional intelligence. We've gone through that the last few weeks. It's something that you're going to have to really spend time learning how to do. And I would document it. The first time you do this, write down, maybe keep a journal, a high level view journal, and just write down things. And the more often that you do this and you practice it, the better you'll become. I know that as this drone operator that I'm going to become, I'm going to suck for the first number of minutes or hours that I'm actually practicing. But I have no doubt I will become proficient at it. And it takes time and it takes work. Same thing with you being an effective leader by seeing and absorbing everything that your company is, everything that your people have to offer, everything about your customer. Take time. I grew up in a house, one of my dad's favorites words is overview. What's the big picture? He used to say, I'm a big picture guy. What's the overview? Overview? Everything is looking great. Now let's dial in. But first, you got to get the overview, because you might be fretting and fuming about things that are just so small, and yet in them, they are massive. But when you get up into that higher level look at your company, you may find that that's not as big a deal as I made it out to be. Yes, it's a concern, and yes, we need to address it, but I didn't need to fall apart. So wish me luck in learning how to be a drone operator. And I really encourage you to get out and become the drone in your own business. Get up there and have a look and get a different perspective so that it'll help you make decisions about where you want your company to go. Don't forget to get in there and sign up for the Be Interested app. Lots of great resources in there. We'll talk to you again next week.